Well, one of the main research questions being addressed is how our different measures of healthy ageing are related to one another. So currently, there's limited and inconsistent evidence about how, as we age, physical and cognitive capability are related to one another and how both of these are linked to well-being. So we'll investigate these relationships within Halcyon. We'll also investigate how our measures of biological ageing, that's telomere length and cortisol levels, are associated with capability and well-being. Findings from studies on age-related diseases and evidence from animal studies suggest that this is a possibility. And finally, we'll investigate how genetic variations, which are related to the common diseases of ageing, to see whether they also play a role in physical and cognitive decline. Another set of research questions that we'll be addressing is investigating how risk factors from across the whole of life influence the way in which we age. So one example looks at how socioeconomic conditions from various points in the life course influence these different measures of healthy ageing. An effect of childhood social environment on ageing over and above any effect of the adult environment provide us with a clue that there might be risk factors operating in early life, such as how we develop and grow, for example, which might also influence how we age. Another example utilises the measures on height and weight and body shape and size from across life in these cohorts to assess how adult height and weight, adult weight gain and patterns of childhood growth relate to healthy ageing. And other life course risk factors that we're going to examine include childhood cognition and personality, life course health status and social roles, health behaviours including nutrition and dietary patterns. We've set up 8 different work packages to address these research questions, and to discover what researchers on these work packages have found out so far, you can listen to one of the work package podcasts. One of the main challenges in undertaking this research has been to make the data from the 9 different Halcyon cohorts comparable. We call this harmonising the data. We've had to do this because each of the cohorts has collected their data independently, and so they've used different methods of collecting the data. Now, once the data are harmonised, we can then carry out the same analysis within each of the cohorts, and we can then assess how consistent or different the findings are across the different cohorts. We've also included our Halcyon cohorts in full systematic reviews. Now, systematic reviews aim to identify all possible studies which have addressed the same question of interest. And so therefore they provide the most robust evidence on this given topic. Despite their advantages, cross-cohort comparisons and systematic reviews are restricted by limitations in the comparability of the data, and also by a lack of many studies which have detailed risk factor information from across the whole of the life course. So we're complementing this work by also carrying out in-depth analyses within the cohorts, the few cohorts that do have this more detailed information. So, for example, we can investigate in more detail the pathways which link the early social environment with healthy ageing.